everyone, and welcome back to Upside Down Disney. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and Merry Vlogmas Day 17, everybody. So we are so close to done. I can't believe it. We are on day 17. So for today's video, I thought that I would talk about some of my favorite Christmas movies. It's a super snowy day outside. We're getting a blizzard right now in New Jersey where I am. And so it just kind of gets you in the mood to just watch some Christmas movies. So I thought that I would talk about 10 of my favorites today. So this list is ranked in order of favorites, and I'm just gonna go right ahead and start with number 10. So 10 on my list is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. This movie is on my list because it's just a classic to watch every year, and the stories that it tells are just so timeless, and classic Christmas stories is just definitely a classic that everybody should watch around the Christmas season. So number 9 on this list is A Muppet Christmas Carol. So this is a movie that I really did not grow up watching, and then didn't watch until later in life because my partner is obsessed with it, so we watch it every Christmas now. So that is why I've seen it and why I now watch it every single year. And I do enjoy it. I think it's really cute. I love the Muppet take on it. I think it makes it a little bit more of a lighthearted story, but you still get all of the meaning and stuff out of it. Because they add kind of, you know, some jokes and things here and there, because I think A Christmas Carol can be a kind of dark story depending on how you tell it. I've seen all kinds of different renditions of it, and it's a beautiful story and I love it. So yeah, The Muppet Christmas Carol definitely makes the list, just because it's fun to see the Muppets take on this classic Christmas story. So number 8 on my list is The Santa Claus, the movie with Tim Allen. This is just a classic. The whole series is a lot of fun, and I just think that it's just such a cute movie. I love the fact that, you know, it starts off as like this father really wanting to keep his kid believing in Santa Claus, and then he ends up becoming Santa himself, and he kind of proves that Santa exists, obviously, through that. But it's just a lot of fun and just a cute family movie to watch at the holidays. Number 7 on the list is Home Alone. This is a movie that me and my family used to watch like every single year when I was a kid. And I just found it to be hilarious. I loved all of Kevin's antics, and I just always absolutely have loved this movie, and it's just a classic to watch every Christmas. Number 6 is Frosty the Snowman. This is just, again, another classic that you have to watch. I'm super big on all of the like old cartoon and like stop motion animation Christmas movies, and so Frosty the Snowman was just always one of my favorites. I would always just like wish that my snowman would actually come to life like Frosty. I loved the music in it. Frosty the Snowman is one of my favorite Christmas songs. So yeah, this is just definitely such a cute movie. I love the way that the kids like come together to make sure that they save Frosty and are able to keep him living and stuff like that. So it's just a very cute movie, and again, just another classic for the holiday season. Number 5 is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This is another one that I just grew up watching every single year and just absolutely loved. It's kind of the story of Santa, how Santa became Santa. So I think that that's really cool that it's like a Santa origin story, and I think it's just cute the way that they tell it, as like he was this outlaw that was bringing presents to kids in the beginning, and then it like grew into a thing where he now brings presents to kids all over the world. So it's super cute. I love the way that it's narrated and everything. It's just a super cute movie, and one that I watch every single year. Number 4 is The Grinch, the Jim Carrey version, not the original cartoon, although I do love that version. But just something about the Jim Carrey Grinch I just absolutely love. I think it's just super cute, and it can always get me into the Christmas spirit even if I'm feeling kind of down. Something about Cindy Lou Who's like journey to finding her Christmas spirit again is just really heartwarming, and I love it. So, and I think it's hilarious and just such a good like classic Christmas movie, and Jim Carrey is incredible as the Grinch. It's hilarious and it's very relatable. I quote the whole, you know, I quote the scene where he's like talking about his plans with himself all the time. So it's just absolutely hilarious, and I love it, and it's very heartwarming and makes me feel the Christmas spirit. Number 3 is The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm sure that everybody expected this to be at the top of my list for Christmas movies. It's at the top of my list for just like general movies all year round. It's like one of my absolute favorites, and I mean, I guess it is at the top of my Christmas list as well, but it's not number 1, which might be surprising. But Nightmare Before Christmas is just a classic story to watch all year round, but especially at Christmas time. I love everything about this movie. I love the story of, you know, Jack feeling like he's lost and out of place and needs something new, and then he finds Christmas and he's not quite sure what to, like, how to do it properly, and so he just makes this awful Christmas because he doesn't quite get the Christmas spirit. And yeah, so I absolutely love The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it is number 3 on my list. Number 2 on the list is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is an absolute classic that I watch all the time. It is my mom's favorite Christmas movie, so I watched it all the time growing up. We have so much Rudolph stuff like to decorate for Christmas all over the house. And yeah, so it's one of the most classic Christmas stories, and I absolutely love it and watch it all the time during the Christmas season. And it's just such a heartwarming story of learning to accept people and their differences. And so I, for that reason, absolutely love it. And then for my number 1 spot on the list, I kind of have 2 because I forgot about one movie while I was doing my list. And then I was like, but wait, it has to go up at the top of my list. So it's going to go at number 1 with this other movie. So the first one for number 1 on my list is The Year Without a Santa Claus, because I just always absolutely loved that as a kid. I thought it was the funniest movie in the world. For those that have never seen it, it is the story of basically Santa Claus gets sick and he decides to take a year off because there's not enough Christmas cheer. And so Mrs. Claus sends 2 elves down to find Christmas cheer. And I thought like the songs in it are brilliant. Heat Miser and Snow Miser are like my absolute favorites. And I just thought it was really funny. As a child, there's like a whole scene where they're on the phone with Mrs. Claus and he's like, yeah, Mrs. Claus, sure, Mrs. Claus, and then he hangs up and the other elf is like, who's that? And I died laughing every single time as a child. I don't know why, it was the funniest thing to me. So that movie was always my favorite to watch. I absolutely loved it, and so that is number 1. My other number 1 is Elf with Will Ferrell. I absolutely love this movie. I watch it every Christmas Eve while I'm wrapping presents, and that is my like Christmas Eve tradition with myself. And so yeah, I just think it's just such a fun story. It's so funny, and I love the line, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear, because I think Christmas music is like a huge thing of what gets me into like the holiday spirit and holiday mood. So I absolutely love it, and it had to share the top spot on my Christmas movies list. So those are my top 10, technically 11 Christmas movies. Let me know down below what your favorites are and why. I would love to know. I could have included some like horror movies and other things on this list, but I wanted to keep it kind of family friendly because this is mostly a Disney oriented channel. So I wanted to make sure that it was things that people could watch as a family if they wanted to. But there are just like tons of other movies that I enjoy that are kind of holiday themed or Christmassy themed, that I can talk about as well. So let me know what some of your favorites are down below. And now without further ado, on to Advent Calendar Day 17. So every day of Vlogmas, we have been opening this Nightmare Before Christmas Funko Pocket Pop Advent Calendar. If you want to see who else we have gotten so far, I will leave my playlist linked down below of all my other Vlogmas videos so that you can go check that out. But so for today, we are on day 17. I am not going to look at the bag, and I am just going to feel. I think this is another Jack variant, and it is. So it is just Jack in your standard pose. He looks kind of like angry. There, like he has a like mischievous, angry look. But he's super cute. Adorable pull for day 17. I'm very curious to see who we're going to get for the rest of the days. We've gotten a lot of Jacks so far, so I'm kind of hoping that there's not another one, because there's definitely enough side characters and things like that where we could get plenty of different characters for the remaining 7 days until Christmas. So hopefully, or 6 days till Christmas Eve. I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully we won't get too many more Jacks and we'll get some more unique characters in there. Alright, so that is all that I have for today's video. As a reminder, my 100 subscriber giveaway is still going on. I will leave it linked up above and down below so that you can check it out and enter if you have not already. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you can come get stuck in the Upside Down with me again soon. As always, I hope you're having a magical day, a magical holiday season, and I will see you tomorrow for day 18 of Vlogmas. Bye everyone.